This is the 12th of
Put me on, you
August,
shouldn't have.
and it is 7 p.m.
Go ahead, if you need
And
it.
this is the Town of Auburn Planning Board, and we're calling the meeting to order. It is being recorded and it is being transmitted at the same time. And is there anyone in the audience recording? Okay, can we all stand and salute the flag, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, liberty and justice for all. I'm requesting a larger flag. I have one, but it's kind of beat up. Okay, so we have on the agenda at 7 o'clock, the bewitching hour. We have a minor modification for the parking expansion of 32 Coolidge Street. Would you introduce yourself, please, and explain where you are and what you need?
Okay, my name is Carlo Panarelli with CJP Construction. The company is constructing a parking lot at 32 Coolidge Street. What we're proposing is that the fence, as you can see, runs straight from one end of the property line to the other, adjacent to 30 Coolidge Street. What we're planning on doing is returning the fence into 32 Coolidge Street instead of continuing straight on, because there is a natural buffer in between the two, and I had a letter signed from the abutter that he has no problem with me constructing it that way, because he kind of wants the natural vegetation. And as you can see on the pictures, it was pretty heavily treed, and now he's trying to save a little bit of trees and keep basically he's still going to have the privacy in the parking lot, because it's going to be running all the way along the whole thing, so you're not going to even be able to even see the
And you won't
parking lot
see the
now,
fence.
even from Coolidge
You
Street.
won't see the fence right up to the street.
Right.
But it looks kind of
Yeah, the fence,
lousy, at least
Well, it's just going to return, it's going to be stepped back and return right back into the house, because the original fence, before I started, it was just a 4-foot chain link fence. It did the same thing. It came straight down and then it turned right back into the house. So I was just going to put back basically what was originally there, but a white privacy stockade fence,
yeah,
plastic fence.
okay. So all you're doing then is you're truncating the fence and moving it into the house, and you're
Correct.
leaving the trees.
Right,
Any questions?
that's it. I
Carl,
did tell him
who are
I
these-
will be cleaning it up, that area up.
Carlo, who are these? That's you, and but homeowner and who's
Them are the
other-
homeowners.
Mike Trainer,
Mike Turner.
plumber?
Okay. and-
He lives at
Colleen-
30.
He lives at 30. He lives at 30
Oh,
Coolidge Street. He's the abutter that
And
we're
the other lady
talking
Ms.
about.
Pappas is the president of the Worcester Regional Realtors Association, or Association. of
Right,
Realtors.
Colleen.
Yep.
Right, thank you, Ed.
And this is their property, so
Yep.
she's signing as property owner.
Anyone have anything? Questions? Nothing? Nothing?
No,
Well,
I'm
I
good
didn't-
with it.
Pretty cut and
I'm
dry.
good with
I
it.
think it's gonna look better myself. I really do.
Better than having a fence come right down
I
the
think so.
street and then looking at that.
I think so.
It's,
Like
a,
I
it's
say,
a real block in case everybody ran out. You won't see a kid. I mean, at least with the trees, you might have a chance of seeing somebody if they.
well,
All right, so at this point, I'd entertain a motion to
I'll
close
make a
the
motion.
discussion.
We close the hearing.
Second?
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all
Make
those
a
opposed?
motion.
Go ahead.
I'll make a motion that we approve.
That you find it a minor modification?
Minor modification. We can do that first and then.
Second?
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, all those opposed? Okay, then?
And then that you approve the minor modification.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minor modification.
Second?
Any discussion? No? All those in favor?
Aye.
It's a vote.
thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you very much.
Good night.
Two. They just closed the discussion.
All right, and we need signatures for 385 Southbridge Street.
That's correct. You'll need to sign this one though, please, because it's
Okay.
single-sided and it gets recorded at the registry as opposed to site plans which don't. You?
Thank you, though. Huh?
You
You?
ready, Dave?
Tease him?
No, never.
Take it.
I guess under new business, while you guys are signing,
Yeah.
we did get the letter, the response letter from the developer at Bryn Mawr Estates in response to the board's concerns. It was distributed to you. I guess at this point, it's up to the board how they want to proceed.
Well, I've got a couple of questions. Has the building inspector been up there
Yes.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
multiple times? And what are his concerns? Can you share those with us?
He had concerns with some grading on the lot at 27. I believe that was resolved as amicably as possible between him, the developer, and the homeowner and prospective homeowner. At
So between
25 and
27 and 25, they
Correct.
were able to come to some kind
I
of a...
believe that there was a retaining wall installed along the portion of the property line where the driveway is, and then the rear of the lot was graded to a 3-to-1 slope per the earth fill bylaw.
And the riprap was removed?
Yes, that's my
Excellent.
understanding.
That's great. Still doesn't solve the stormwater issues up there.
Well, no, you're correct, and that those are the purview of the board, in that the stormwater system is part of the subdivision. The letter claims that the stormwater system is functioning and that they disagree with the assertion that it's not.
So maybe some video by some of the neighbors.
And I was going to say, I think that
Wondering
at this
small-
point, it's a he said, he
He
said.
said, yeah.
Right.
That there's no irrefutable proof one way or the other. Quite honestly, the geyser coming from the manhole, sure, I'm sure something like that could happen. They said that it was virtually fused closed, and they had to, really wail on it and hammer it to get it open. So I don't know if maybe there was, I'm not saying that the resident didn't see that. Perhaps it wasn't the manhole. Maybe there was something else where there was a flow and it was causing water to spurt up.
Spurt
It
up.
appeared to be in that area, without some visual
Concrete,
evidence.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
hard to say exactly what it could have been. I do know that they did clean all the catch basins. I saw the catch basin truck up there cleaning it. I haven't had a chance to get back out there. They did say that they have made sure there's silt sacks in all of their catch basins. They made promises to make their loom pile conical at the end of every day to prevent the potential collapse. The letter states that there is snow fence around the detention basins. If I'm not mistaken, they're in the process of pulling a permit for one of the lots that has one of the basins on it. So that basin will obviously go away. With the new inspector, he's requiring pre-construction site plans for final grade to eliminate let's just move this grade.
Who's requiring
The
that?
building inspector as part of the building permit.
Good.
And that's something he's doing for all new homes. It's not just
Not just for
in that
them.
area. It's
Yep.
something that he feels is important to require. But I did have a conversation with Stephen Gallo. He indicated that they will be submitting a request for bond reduction. My understanding is that they're looking to construct the final houses on the Bryn Mawr section, the Briarcliff section. There's 3 remaining homes on the odd side of the street, and looking to close that street out, have it paved with a top coat, and have it accepted by the town or moved along. He indicated to me that he doesn't feel that the board has the authority to adjust the bond. I have a different opinion on that. You know,
If not the board, then who does?
well, he thinks
Yeah,
his
yeah.
opinion. His opinion is that the bond
Yeah.
is set
Yeah, he
and
can
it's
do it.
Yeah, he
done,
thinks he can.
and
Yeah.
so you need to release it based on the work that he's done, not based on the value of the work remaining. So I think that's something that we can get some
Well, the bond is.
further clarification on.
Sure.
The bond is required to make sure that it covers the work remaining, never mind the work he's done.
That's
I mean, the
correct.
problems we've had before is because the bond didn't cover the remaining work, and we ended up picking up money for completing the thing, which we don't care to do any longer.
Mhm.
So, that's.
There's approximately $400,000 on the letter of credit currently. He doesn't believe that there's a value to work of that number left, so he's going to do up his numbers and do a bond reduction request, and then at that point the board is welcome to,
Have it appraised,
I mean, you know, have a look at
Yeah.
that and
Sure.
make a value judgment.
yeah.
Yeah. At that point, we'd have the engineer go out and
Well,
take a look at it.
Yeah, and you know, and I believe he has done a significant amount of work since he placed that surety, but the surety is based on 2010 numbers. It's 2014. The value of a yard of
asphalt.
bituminous
way on the
is
side.
is not necessarily the same price that it was then.
All right, so we really can't do anything about that, they're not here.
Well, and I guess the question is, are you looking to have them come in? You all have had a chance to review the letter. If it's something that you'd like to have them come in and discuss, we can do that if you want to try and set the site visit. I did make that offer to them. I didn't get a response one way or the other. It was just kind of radio silence.
Um,
Well, if they're working to correct it,
yeah, well, if the board agrees, could we ask the DPW director to verify the amount of work remaining compared to the existing value of the bond, so that we have a sense of whether or not that is adequate, and then we also have town council give us an opinion on what our authority is
Yes,
on
and
being
I
able
think-
to increase or
yep.
change the bond, because that's something I think we should know
And I think that
Yeah.
that's
regardless, because this
Agreed.
comes up
Mhm.
repeatedly.
That's well. That's sort of where I was going to go. Is I think that we would have town council verify what the board's authority is as far as adjusting the bond. I would wait for their bond reduction request to have the DPW director look at it, because that way he can look at what they're claiming they've done. He can verify, because he's going to look at that request anyway, as he's the one who should have been doing the inspections, and they should have been contacting him for those inspections. So that way you can roll that all into one request of him.
Okay, and then, is there any way to validate his assertions that the drainage system is constructed
Is
as it
working,
is?
yeah,
And
and
also,
working.
do we know if he is in fact plowing that section?
It doesn't surprise me that that he would plow that. The residents made the claim that it's
Right.
loud, so that was why I made the assumption that the town guys were plowing it, either not knowing that the structures were raised, or having been out for 36 hours and forgetting at the end of the line. I'll double check with Bill on that.
well, they haven't been accepted by the town yet, so town really doesn't have to plow it.
It makes sense that on every other subdivision, the private owner has to plow it, like the one that we had to release
Yeah,
earlier, but.
yeah.
Correct.
But
It's
because
one of
it's
those
a
things.
turnaround, where
yeah,
does the truck turn around?
And sometimes if it's not done for public safety reasons, the town will go through and do it in the
just
event
open
that
it
there
up.
isn't. Yeah.
Because they did that on my street, because it was a dirt road, actually, when I built it. They said, well, we don't plow it. I said, well, you can't get an ambulance down there or a fire truck. I would suggest you plow it. And they did. All right, anything else coming before us at this time?
This one,
Next
Tesla.
meeting? Yeah, Tesla is always signed it. We have to sign
That was
it.
the one you gave.
No,
I just wanted to clarify, you were asking if there is a need for them to verify that the stormwater system
If
is...
there's a way for them to verify,
Oh,
Yeah.
they're really isn't.
Do a survey, I would assume, in the field. I don't know
I mean,
if
they'd
that's
have
necessary,
ultimately
but
what they'd probably have to do is camera it, or and I think that depending on when it comes time to do a final inspection, the DPW director will have to sign off on it prior to the board releasing all the bond and moving forward with acceptance.
okay.
So I know that that's something he's somewhat concerned about based on the soil that's up there and how fine it is. So I think that he's going to, and that's something the board can certainly include in their request when he does a final inspection, that he exercise any ability he has to verify that it is functioning correctly.
Well, I'm pleased that he cleaned out the catch basins, and in addition to that, that he
Yeah.
also, what was I gonna say? Cleaned out the catch basins, and also responded to the request at 25 and 27, which was an issue.
It's gonna be all clay up there, because those retention
It
ponds,
is.
they hold the water
Up in
forever.
Bryn
It-
Mawr?
Yeah.
It's not
clay.
real clay, it's fines.
Yeah.
It'll pass a 200 sieve.
Wow, because you go by there and the ponds are always full of water.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're in a drought right now.
And so, what about the slopes? I thought there was something about the slopes having to be covered with vegetation in order to keep them stabilized.
There is
and-
the conversation I've had with Bob Gallo is that they're using a new type of hydro seed that's actually brown, and it seals it instantly. And so I have to go out and re-verify that.
Brown stuff.
The invincible stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a
that
bridge
seems to
in
be-
Brooklyn he'd love to see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Give Adam those pictures. The people are sending me pictures.
Yes, I have sent these pictures to Cumberland Farms. I actually was there that day, and I was. Do you know what day this was?
Look on what.
6/27. Yeah, I actually sent these very same photos to their grocery supply manager, and he said that he apologized and he would take care of it. That was his fault for not correcting.
All right, any other things?
How else would they load?
I don't know, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Smaller trucks.
No,
Yeah, yeah, half a truck.
I will not be here at the next meeting. Eric will be here in my stead, and he'll keep you all informed.
Wonderful.
where you going?
No,
Oh.
I have an appointment that I was unable to find another time to schedule.
All right, so we're looking at
That would be the 26th.
26th.
It's a fairly light agenda. There's a parking lot expansion up on Southbridge Street, and I think an A&R as of right now. I'm going to close the agenda on Thursday, so
All right,
it'll be posted and whatever's on at that point.
will be it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Before we go,
Of course.
so what are you gonna do with Bryn Mawr, Adam? You're gonna talk to town council,
I
see
am.
what we,
Right.
right,
Yeah.
Bryn Mawr Estates, Briarcliff Drive.
what we're gonna do there. And then you're gonna see,
I mean, does the board want Mr. Gallo to come in? Do you want to wait for him to request the bond reduction and address
why
the
don't we
issues
let
at
him
that
request
point?
the bond
Yeah,
reduction,
we address
then
everything at
ask
the
him
same
to come
time.
in kind of at the same time,
Mhm.
or whatever. and
Well,
then-
he's going to have to come in for the bond reduction.
Right.
And, at that point, he opens up the door for you to discuss.
Everything else.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And, he seems less than excited about coming to hang out and talk with you folks.
Well, we're
Um,
pleasant.
We're nice people.
Well, no, I'm not all the time.
so,
When you
Yeah.
speak with town council just to expedite the process, you may at the same time want to ask them our requirements for reducing a bond upon the
Mhm.
contractors, so we understand both sides.
Yeah, fully.
yeah.
All right, so we got another meeting scheduled, we're all set. I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Did we approve the minutes?
Do we have minutes?
You do.
Oh, okay.
You have one set of minutes. You're owed another 2 sets
Which ones do we have?
for the last meeting. Eric was kind enough to do them.
Make a motion to approve with a minor amendment. We change my name to Jon Weaver, and then I have a motion to approve.
Okay.
Second.
We'll get them all.
Second. Well, it's
your
been
name
made
last
and
time.
seconded, he can have his name changed. And we're going to also approve the minutes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, it's a vote. Now
Who
let's
seconded?
have the motion to adjourn.
Did you say?
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
I'll second.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded that we adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?